Alright guys, welcome back to another developer session. Today we're going to take a look at adding some attack effects to our combat system. So we're going to start off with a simple sword attack type of effect. So if you take a look here, I'm going to pull this into this sample scene. You can see it's kind of got this pretty cool little circular slash type of thing. We're going to go ahead and put that over the enemy when we actually execute our attack. So let's go ahead and take a swing back around to our indoor scene. So what we're going to do in order is we're going to set up an object pool for our effects, and we're going to put a mechanism in to play the effect whenever we hit the slider. So let's go ahead and get our object pool going. We have our set of object pools here. Object pool dictionary. Yeah, I think we'll just add it in here. I was contemplating making another object pool dictionary, like splitting them up by types or something like that. But I think it's fine. I am going to organize these though. So we'll create an empty game object here, and we'll call this our FX pools. And I'm going to go ahead and put every single game object for our object pool underneath it. So our attack FX pool. Now, where'd this go? Sword attack. Yeah, so we have this 2D sword attack 0-1. So I really wish this would focus the thingy thing. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice if it would give us the folder view over here, because, I mean, quite frankly, that's kind of annoying. Because I want to duplicate this guy. And I'm going to put him game assets, prefab. I don't have anything now, so we'll go ahead and create a folder for FX. Because I don't want to edit the original prefab in case I need to make use of it, but I do want to make some changes. So, well, first off, we'll set this up in our object pool. Whoops. Prefab FX 2D sword attack. Starting capacity of 1, max capacity, we'll say 2, but there shouldn't ever be a reason for it to actually increase. And we'll add a new thingy thing. Call that sword/FX, and we'll go ahead and link that up. So now we got our object pool. Let's think about this for a second. So our objects return to the pool manually when our particle effect is going to be finished playing. So this will be a play once type of effect. And to that end, I've got some scripts here that I did a little while back. Particle effect. There we go, just effect. Fade out text. That's not what I want. Interaction, models, object management. There's FX destroy on complete. Where is this? This is under the particle folder. In my old scripts, that's why I'm not finding it. Scripts old. Particle. We've got destroy the effect on complete. So when every particle system that's a child of that current object is finished, or rather is not playing, we either deactivate with a set active to false, or we destroy. So I think that's what we want. What else do I have in here? FX helper. Modifies the start size. That's a scalar. FX notify complete. Does the same thing, but it fires an event. So I'm going to go ahead and take this entire folder, bring this up into my scripts. I'll let Visual Studio go ahead and reload for me. And I think for our sort effect, we're going to do a FX destroy on complete. But it's not going to destroy, it's going to deactivate. And let's see here. What else do I have going on as far as, I think I had an FX manager in one of my past projects. So let's see here. So prefabs. FX manager. What did this guy have going on? He knew about the object pools. And just given a position and a normal, plays the particular effect. Yeah, it's just positioning it and setting its active to true. So how do we want to do this in our case? Our effect isn't necessarily always the result of a QTE, but I think in the case of this one, well, so here's what we're going to do. So for the case of our normal attack, which is all I'm going to worry about at the moment, we're going to wait for our QTE to be finished. In that very next frame, if the attack hit, we're going to do our slash effect right here. So from here we know the enemy, we know the normal to the player. Is there anything else we need to know? Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and create ourselves a FX manager. So FX play from pool. This is going to be a singleton utility. And he's going to private object pool dictionary, yeah. So he's going to know about the object pool. He's not going to update or do anything like that, but we are going to offer up a coroutine. Play FX. We're going to take a string FX name, which will be our key for the object pool. Vector 3 position. Forward, and that should be it. So let's see, game object equals this dot pool dictionary, get pool, right, object pool manager. Now, where was my wait for whatever? Destroy on complete. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and assume, I'm going to make a blanket statement that anytime I'm playing an FX through this mechanism, actually play FX once. I'm going to assume that any FX that I'm playing once has this disable on complete. If I remember right, returning the object to the pool disables it. Yeah. So that is fine. Anything else? I think that's it. So back to system. We'll add our play FX from pool. Now player. If the next attack hit, start coroutine, fx play from pool dot instance dot play fx once. Target enemy dot transform position. Don't I already have the normal from something else? I don't. Player, yeah. Now, what was our pool name again? /FX. Let's go ahead and put that there. And let's see what happens. Well, first off, yep, there is one. It exists. Hi, Bunny. Come on over here. Let's say hi. Well, there's a slashing effect. This did not play it. It's never returning to the pool, though. This FX destroy on complete's never actually executing. So let's take another look at that. Not that one. This guy. So, particle systems, get components in children. If I remember right, get components in children does get the current components objects also. On enable and on disable, we check particle systems. If this.particle systems.all are not playing, then deactivate. Like, that's pretty straight up. So let's take a closer look at what all is active and inactive. So we have just our sort effect. It's got this particle system. Emission is true. Play on awake. Yeah, you know what? I think this emission needs to be off by default. That's the issue. Because the play on awake will set the emission to true. Maybe. I'm vaguely remembering that that's the deal with this type of thing. Is if the emission is on by default, it's not going to detect that it's not playing, because it's going to think it needs to just loop continuously. Except that time it never actually hit. What am I missing? So play on awake, looping is false. It has a set duration. Start delay 0. Start rotation. Where does resimulate? So, check particle systems. As a particle system, but is playing is still true. Alright, welcome back everyone. Sorry about that little skip there. So it turned out after doing a little research that there are some issues with the current 5.3.2 and the latter 5.3.1 versions of Unity when dealing with the particle system. I guess they've been making some changes or something or another, but I was able to find a lot of angry customers on the forums. But I rolled back to 5.3.0, I believe, and it seems like the issue is resolved. So, looking at the code, it's the exact same code we were looking at before, using the isPlaying property. Not using the isAwake or anything like that. Or isAlive, rather. And when we go ahead and run the game, we see our expected behavior. So if I pop over here, it's going to just expand out my object pool. So you can see I'm going to attack, plays the effect. The effect is disabled at start, it pops down to a null parent, and then it returns back to the normal FX pool. Just like so. And actually, we can go ahead and test something out real quick here. So our FX helper, or not FX helper, play from pool. We were doing this set parent, which I'm not sure is actually necessary. So let's go ahead and try that out real quick and see what happens. So it won't actually change from being a child of the object pool. It'll just enable and disable as it's activated, and then disable when it's completed. Which did not work. Oh, wait, duh, because I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm over here going too fast. I disabled the set active. As those of you observant folks probably noticed as soon as I commented the line out. My mistake. So let's pop back on over here one more time. Yep, active and inactive. Yep. Deactivated after a second or so after the attack happened. So if I attack too quickly in succession, I'm spawning more QTEs. Obviously, looking at this angle, one of the next parts we're going to do is setting a minimum distance for our enemy to attack. But for now, can be happy with our FX. Because we also have another issue with our positioning. What if I jump on the enemy? Right? I end up in this weird state where, just issues with spacing. Now that we're in the overworld and we're not transitioning, we're not setting the player's position nicely. But that's something for us to take care of next time. So thank you for watching and sitting with me while I endure the pains of a Unity downgrade. Take care, everyone.